Hey, it's Patrick, and today I'm going to show you how to install S&S Cycle's variable pressure plate on your Milwaukee 8 Harley-Davidson's clutch setup. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, if you've added horsepower to your Harley-Davidson via a cam, a big bore, both, you're going to have to deal with the possibility of clutch slippage as you get more horsepower and torque. There's a couple ways to deal with that. You can do a whole clutch setup, but that's going to require you to take the primary apart, take the primary cover off, take the comp sprocket out, take that whole setup out of there so you can separate the inner and outer clutch basket. Most of the aftermarket clutches require you to do that, so it's a pretty involved install. Also, you're going to end up with a much stiffer clutch lever because with those heavier duty clutches comes heavier duty springs to hold all that power. Well, this is a better way to address that. This is going to install right underneath our derby cover. We're not even going to take our primary cover off. So as the clutch spins, it slings these arms out via centrifugal force. And then there's these little arms here. As the arms come out, it pushes them down into the clutch pack, and as it spins faster, it actually increases the pressure as you need it most. And S&S says that this actually increases pressure on the clutch by up to 50% on a bagger, 40% on an M8 Softail, and these things are able to hold up to 140 foot-pounds of torque, all while using your stock clutch spring. So your lever feel is going to feel exactly the same while you get much, much more pressure on the clutch. It is worth saying, if you have a twin cam out there, they make one for twin cams as well. Similar install. The twin cam version works the same way. So centrifugal force moves these little arms out as the clutch spins. It pushes these little weights to the outside. You have little arms on the back. As the weights move to the outside, little arms press down on the clutch. And again, the more RPM you have, the harder this is going to press down. As far as the install goes, like I said, this is going to be really simple. You don't even have to have a lift. You can do it on your garage floor with hand tools. Just got to make sure you get this bike upright. Overall, this is probably the best way to address a potential clutch slipping if you're building somewhat of a hot rod. All right, let's get to work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a T27 Torx. We're going to take our derby cover off. This little plate that comes in the kit, threaded hole, non-threaded hole. We're going to take our T27 derby cover screw. We're going to run it back into one of our existing holes right here. So when you go to put your plate on, you need to hold the pressure plate up in place. Basically, these holes and these bolts need to line up. And the reason you need to check it out is because your little plate may interfere with this going there. So hold this up here, make sure your plate's going to clear, and then take your M6 screw and run it in. Also, you don't need to tighten this up. When it bottoms out hand tight onto the pressure plate in here, that's enough. You don't need to put a wrench or anything like that on it. We're just gonna make sure it clears and then run this all the way down. I actually ended up moving our plate over here. It lined up better like this. So you may end up having to try a couple different spots to get it to fit. You just don't want this plate interfering with this plate setting down on there. Now we're lined up with our bolts right through these holes really good. No interference, I'll be able to get to those. We can take our 10 millimeter and go ahead and pull our bolts out. And remember, when you're taking these out, take them out together, not one at a time. So a few turns on each one as they back out. We don't need any of this stock stuff, but we do need to reuse our springs. First thing we need to do is put this little shim plate in. It's got these little arms on it. It basically can only go in there one way, and it's just going to slide in just like that. Next thing we need to do is we have these little hat style washers. You can see they're kind of drop down, the other side is flush. That little drop down section fits inside of the clutch spring. We just want to set all three of them in there so the flush side is out. So now this is the tricky part. We're going to take our 3 M6 screws, we're going to drop them through the holes in the plate. We're going to install these all at the same time through those springs. We're going to take our 5 millimeter Allen and we're going to start to tighten them down. And just like when you took them off, you want these to go down at the same time. Don't do one and then the other. We're going to get them all started, then we'll do a couple turns on each one so it all goes down together. You're running these down, just make sure your hat washer is seated inside that spring. You don't want it like clipped out a little bit, otherwise it'll be wacky. So just make sure those are sitting in there nice. At the end, we need to torque this to 80 inch-pounds. Now we're going to pull our plate off, and then we just want to make sure that all of our arms are working smoothly without running into anything or without binding up. And we're gonna grab our clutch lever, pull it in a few times, make sure the clutch is still working properly, and then we'll put our derby cover back on and tighten these T27 Torx up to 96 inch-pounds. Overall, this is a great upgrade, bang for buck, off the chart here for what you get. From the time you roll your bike in the garage to the time you install it and roll it out, you're probably gonna be under an hour. Just a few simple hand tools. If you're looking for more information on this pressure plate, go ahead and hit that info tab on your desktop or mobile device. That'll take you to the product detail page where you could read other riders' reviews and more specs about this pressure plate. If you're still looking for more information, feel free to reach out to our customer service team. They would love to talk to you about what works best for you, your motorcycle, and your budget. I am Patrick. Thank you for watching, and go work on those motorcycles.